Okay guys, we're going to set up an account on BlackBull. And why? Because we're going to start very small and we're going to build it into something substantial, and I'm going to show you the power of a small account in real time. Roll the intro and we'll get into this. And a warm welcome, one and all. So why am I starting a January account in the middle of December? Well, it's very simple. I'm going on holiday on the 2nd of January, I always do. And I'm going to be away for about 10 days. And obviously we've got the Christmas break as well. So what I'm going to do now, it's currently December the 16th. This week, I'm just going to be setting up the foundations for that account to move forward. So what is it and why is it? Well, I'm going to be going back to a 500 to 1 leverage on BlackBull. So I'm going to be transferring a bit of money into that and shutting another account down. Now, why do I do that? I only keep in the broker what I need to open up accounts, or open up trades rather. That way, it protects your money and it also stops you being greedy. Stops you gambling, because if you're gambling in this game, give it up. You know, work in McDonald's or something. This is not a casino, it's a job. And some people don't get that. They do kick off about it because they get all excited and they think you should be in the charts all the time. No, you want to be in the charts as least as possible, to be honest, but make your money work for you. And that's the idea of these small accounts. So what we'll do, if you bear with me, we'll flick over and I'll kind of show you the one that I'm going to close down. So you saw this journey. What I should have done is done a bump start of it each month, because we started in January last year and I traded it up. We started it again because new members came in. I had a holiday, did the next quarter, started again, and I had a holiday. Bit of a pattern here, isn't there? I like a holiday. And then we did one for Christmas and it started in September. And as you can see, it's built up quite well. It was done in real time with the guys. And you put a few little notes under here. Now, what you'll notice here, it says I get to a baseline and then I reduce the leverage. Reducing the leverage is a very good thing. Leverage is the killer of accounts. It's great if you're on the right side of it, but if you're on the wrong side of it, it's lethal. I use it only to open up a position, but I keep my position size in relation to the account. Example, the DAX is incredibly expensive. If you've got small leverage, you can't afford to open up even a 20p position. Can't afford it. But if you've got 500 to 1 leverage, there's not a problem, but you're still only using 20 pence. That's what I use it for. Okay, and I work on baseline, so I'll get it from 200 to 250. And if I get it to 300, I'll reduce the leverage a little bit, then get it up to 400, reduce the leverage a little bit, and so forth and so forth. So that's what the baselines are for. But the baselines are also a good way to benchmark. Get the account to 400 quid. So it means you're doing little steps all the way and you're not swinging at the fences. If you swing at the fences, you're going to have a hard time with things. So that's what this is. And we all the way through to here. Now we'll set a new one up and I'll take you through the process of what this journal is, because the journal is incredibly important. You will find it on the website if you're looking for it, or there's links below. And the website's scruffytrader.com. Okay, so that's what I use this for. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be closing this particular account down. Okay, so that's the number you want to be looking at, 93302. We're going to take that to 0 and we're going to open up a new MT5 BlackBull. Okay, so let me log into the back end and I'll show you how to set up a new account. So bear with me just a second.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, so we logged in. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a new account. It's very easy. You just put in sort of what leverage you want, what sort of type account you want. So all you do is you just click on here once you're in the back end, and you would just set MetaTrader 5 Give it a nickname, small or something like that. So we'll just call it small for this. Standard, drop in your password. So I'll just pause it, drop the currency and leverage and everything in because I don't want you to see the password. So give me a second, I'll just do that. Okay, so that's done, set up. So we've set up a standard account, like say, standard account's good for keeping your fees in check because you haven't got commissions or anything like that. You can just, what you see is what you pay, okay? So now that's set up, what we're going to do is we're going to fund it. So we're going to transfer some funds from here. It's dead easy. So that's the source. We're going to put it into a live account, which is that one. And we're going to start it with 200 quid. Okay. So it doesn't cost you anything to do that. So we'll just drop that over into there. And bing, bang, boo. If I flick that up, there you go. It's done. Now we can also transfer this lot because I'm going to close this down. And we're going to transfer the funds out of there. So the source is from there. And we're going to put it into the Scruffy, which is here. And we're going to put it all in. 3302. Submit. Okay. So that's that done. So what I'm doing is I'm clearing it all down, and that's 700 quid. I'm going to use it for spending money. So that'll be in my wallet. There's my wallet now. I can withdraw those funds, which is what I'm going to do. I'll just drop it down onto here. So we'll withdraw it from there. We're going to be withdrawing 733.02, which is there. Costs, just pay the balance on across there. Now I'm just going to put my card details and everything in where I want it to go. It'll come down there. It's going to be that one. And let me pause it just in case it fires up my full details. That's it. So that's done. It's getting paused down. Everything. It'll email me. I just have to verify it, and then that's it. Right. So what do I do with this now that this is done? Well, what I need to do now is I just open up my old BlackBull, and there you go. It's now empty. Changed it. Okay. And then what you do is you go into here and you log into your new trade account. Okay. So let me do that now. Just pause this a second. And that's it. So now transferred it over into this one. And we now have a new account, 200 quid. And it should just say balance. There you are there. Opened up. Everything's done. So that's set up, right? Nice and easy. Now, what else are we doing? Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to log over into Vanguard. So we'll just log that in. And we'll have a little look at this. Okay. Now, this is a journey that's been in the process for quite a while. And if I drop to the investments, what I'm going to do with my profits is the guys would save it up in a bank account to pay for holiday, etc. I've been saving mine in here. Now I started this one the end of this year. It's not very old. So what I need to do is I'll go to my journal, the new journal that is. If you bear with me, which is here. And we're going to go to the Vanguard section and we're going to put a starting balance in. Okay, so that starting balance is this one. So we're going to put into here the starting balance of 1,131.80. Okay, which is there, and the current balance is 1,131.80. Okay. Right, so that's put into here. Just drop that on there. Now what I'm going to do is I have various little pots on this that we're going to continue. So it's starting that for January, and through January I'll save the change. I've got a separate thing in my bank account. You know, you buy a coffee and the odd 30p goes and save the change. Might get 20-30 quid out of that at the end of the month. We've got the MT5, which is what we are going to build up. We're going to use that to fund a web trader, and then from the web trader we're going to fund a prop, and we're going to build this up from scratch throughout the year. Okay, and the idea is to increase that. Now it's put into an ISA, so therefore it's tax free, and if I want to draw it out to pay for Benny, well I can, and the money will be there. All right, so that's what that is. Now the next part of the puzzle is, you've just seen we put 200 quid into the account. So the whole basis here is we're just going to set up the year and work towards a 300 balance. Okay, to lower leverage. So that's all I want to do, probably into February as well. And the idea of that, it's just to work it towards itself. And now I've got something on the horizon. I'm not swinging at the fences. It's 100 quid. It's not a lot. So from here, once I put that 200 quid, it comes to the starting balance. The way this works is it keeps the current balance there, but it also puts the gross up here, because if I take wages out of this thing, it'll affect the current balance, but I want to see what I've done for the month as well. It'll control my position sizes. Now at the moment it's telling me I should really only be going a maximum of 20, but if it's an A1 trade, I could push it to 50 pence. That is really pushing it. Okay, now the minimum criteria on MT5 in lot terms is 0.01. So if I split it by 2, that's what all this is. But what I also need to do is now set a target up as to what I want to achieve in January. So I want 20% return. So I'm looking for 40 quid. If I drop that 40 quid in here, and I'm going to do it in, whoa, thanks very much, my love. Whoa, even brought me breakfast. How good is she? Wonderful woman, wonderful woman. Just put that there for now. And I'm going to do it in the first month. So I only have to achieve 185 a day. So it's telling me what I need to go for. So that isn't a lot, not really. And the rules are trade between 7 AM and 4 PM. Stop once day target hit. And we're going to trade pound, JPY, and gold only. That's all I'm going to trade. So that'll do for these, and that's it. So we're ready to run. This is ready. Now what this section here does is it controls the position size, what I'm looking at, but it also compounds it up. So for argument's sake, that might tell you you've got a pound, but just because you've got a pound doesn't mean to say you've got to use it. So you just edge it up with the next bid size. And as soon as that gets to 30, use 30. And it just means you're not maxing yourself out all the time. Your invest target, well, that's how much you're investing for the day. So the way that would work is you put your date in, balance is 200. I am going to invest 5%, okay, which goes in there. Now what it also tells me, now I know what the bid size is because it's telling me there, so it's 20. On this side, it's also saying what's your return on investment. Well, my return on investment wants to be a minimum of 50 pence. Okay, and any charges I can put in there and it'll work everything out. So see, I did a quid. What this is telling me is, okay, well, I'm looking to invest 5% here. I want a return on investment, which is equal there. And if it's green, I'm happy. But this bit here is the target, that bit. I can invest into the day whatever I want. Might only want to say, well, I only want to do 1%. So that allows me only 2 quid of a loss for the day. But if I'm working on a full day, that's a fiver. So it's 10 quid against my 200 across all my trades. It just helps me benchmark out what's going on. But it also tells me what the maximum stop is if I was to use all that in one go. Okay, so that's what that's for. And then on this side, just put your market in, what you're doing, GoldenEye, Kylie, whatever, whether you were long or short, what mood you're in, and then again, put into here why you're taking the trade. So I'm probably only going to be doing GoldenEye and the Kylie. They're just names of strategies that we use. GoldenEye, zone, Kylie is Fibonacci. Okay, so that's me set. I am ready to rock and roll, and the whole process is just to build it up and have something meaningful come the end of the year. Now, little goals like that make trading so much easier. Why? Because the bite size, a little bit like having your breakfast. I couldn't eat all that in one go, although I'd have a good go with the size of my mouth. But if I just have little bits all the time, little and often, it's fine. That's the idea of this. And all those little bits compound up and then they become meaningful. And the idea is it's a marathon, not a sprint. And once you've established that, the rest of it becomes easy. And then what you saw in the Vanguard is what you can achieve. Hope that makes sense. That's me setting up. You saw the account getting built. You see me set up the spreadsheet and you know where it's going. And let's see what the journey brings. And if you want to follow the journey, do just keep coming back and you'll see it. And the guys in the squad are going to do it as well. And we'll build this all up together. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.